I'm going to tell you how to use the handbook, the exams handbook, which you'll find on the wiki, and this is the front page of the wiki, and you'll find a link to the exams handbook over here on the front page where it says accredited learning and exams page, and also over here where it says accredited learning and exams 15-16. Just go through this link here and read the information on the page. Obviously, just going to scroll down. Here's the information on the exams handbook itself. So this is how you get to the handbook. I'm going to download it. That's the front page. Oops, scrolling a bit faster. As you can see, there's an awful lot in here. So you can read the purpose and aims in your own time. These are the awarding bodies that we work with currently: City and Guilds, Gateway, OCR and Ascentis. And here is a list of the qualifications, a summary of the qualifications that we offer through those awarding bodies. The roles and the responsibilities of the team involved in accreditation. And here's the information about the process, the exams process, and what you need to do. It looks complicated, but it's actually very clear. When you set up a course, the performance or the centre manager needs to fill out a new course form, which includes both the course title, the session times, where it's being delivered, the tutor who's doing the delivery, and the learning aim. This is the crucial number. You must have the correct learning aim on your paperwork, all your paperwork. That gets sent in to the MIS team. Then learners must be enrolled. You again need to put the learning aim code on each enrolment form. By this point, you'll know what level each learner is doing if you have a range of levels in your class. So if you have some doing level 1 and some doing level 2, you'll need a different learning aim for each one. And that's the only way we'll know who is doing which qualification. It's very important that you've read and understood the information about special consideration, because you'll need to do something about that early on in the course, right at the beginning really, if you have information about people needing support. You will have filled out an exams form, and on the exams form you'll be saying when your exam will be, if you're doing an exam. Although we've summarised information about marking and assessment, you really do need to go to the awarding organisation's own websites to check through their information so that you are absolutely sure you know what you're doing. Information about verification, about appeals, and about getting results. Very important that you attend standardization meetings. And then we have the policies that it's as well to just be aware of. Now we're going to go back. I'm just going to go back up here. Because the thing that's really important, once you've read the handbook once, you should be fine, but the thing that's really important to you are the appendices. Here are all the appendices, and here's the very first one on this list is the one that you're going to be most interested in, because this is your list of approved qualifications. And everything we can offer is on this list. So again, I'm going to download it. We have tabs at the bottom. There's one for Gateway, one for OCR, one for City and Guilds. The one for City and Guilds is still being updated, or actually mostly probably things are being taken off of here rather than being put on here. So let's have a look at OCR. If you're going to run an award in, say, listen and respond to specific information, that is at entry 3. It's worth 2 credits, which means it should be approximately 20 guided learning hours. And the magic number that you need is here on the left hand side. This number here is what you'll use for your learning aim. See at the top here it says learning aim reference. Look at Gateway. Let's say you want to run the same qualification but with Gateway, so let's have a listening one. Speaking and listening entry 3, entry level 3. In this case, your learning aim reference is over here on the right hand side. This is the number you need. And that's the number, the magic number that you'll put on your enrollment form and on your, and that your manager will put on your new course form. And you'll put in your exams form and everything. That's the magic number that unlocks everything. So, going back to the wiki. You have the exams process flowchart that summarizes the actual process itself. You can use that as a quick reference instead of going through the exams handbook all the time. Here is the new course form. This tutor form is for any new tutor who's new to delivering accredited learning or new to delivering learning for adult learning and skills. It's very important that all our records are kept up to date. This is the enrollment form, and I'm just going to open the enrollment form. So all the usual details go in the top. And you'll find down here, this is where you need to put the title of the course, the start date, the end date, all of those details that we were talking about before. Your course code, your targeted code, that's not important for direct delivery tutors, you won't need to know about that. But the qualification aim, this is where you put your magic number. So your learning aim number that started, one of them started 601, that goes in here. Terribly important. This is for if you're running a family learning course and you have children attending the course. Okay, that's that. And here is your exam scheduling form. And we used to have several different exam forms depending on the awarding organisation, but the team have very cleverly put everything together in one. So this is the form that you will fill out to the best of your ability at the beginning of the course. And just to bring your attention to this column here, special consideration request. That means that if the learner is going to require extra time in the exam or something like that, then you need to make a note here, and you would then need to fill out a different form to give the details of why they are entitled to special consideration in their exam. Or if they're running a portfolio, they might need special consideration in their portfolio as well, because they might have a TA who has to help them perhaps, or there are a lot of reasons that you would need to have special consideration for different kinds of qualifications. And here is the column where your magic number goes. And different learners are going to have different learning aim codes because they'll be on different levels. It's quite common to have that. Okay. That's about invigilation. Here is your emergency evacuation procedures. Again, invigilators. These are to do with internal verifying. Another important form that you'll need to fill out is your CPD log. It's very important that you keep your CPD up to date, and you would put anything to do with learning about exams on here on your CPD form, and just the standardization meetings that you attend. And any research that you do on your own, it's also important to put on there to capture it. Policies. And that's the exams process flowchart on Word document. And these are the forms that you fill out in Word rather than in on a PDF. So that, I think, is all I wanted to say. Any other details, you can have a look around on the page itself. And if anybody finds any links on the wiki that don't work, or that point to the wrong handbook or the wrong information or the wrong forms or anything like that, please do let us know so that we can change it and fix it, because it's such a big site, it's very difficult to keep track of everything. Okay, thanks. Take care.